Hey everybody, welcome in, and it's time to talk about some things that we want to see coming in 2021. This year, what are some things that the game really needs or has long needed, and it's about time some of these things address. So I want to be going over my top few things that I really want to see done and completed. And now there are going to be a few easy ones, so I want to start out with those, just quick basic ones. So let's jump into that. And the first being Club Dungeon. Now, Club Dungeon has been this way since the very beginning, since the start of the beta. Now, there was once a change. There was once a change that made Gate 20 refreshable, which you could do it over and over. Now, this update only came like a good few months ago. Before that, people used to have to go up to it and fail purposely to keep trying at it, or else they're going to be locked out if they complete it and it's gone. Then you're just stuck out of it for the rest of the week. And when they did that, they also added the club coins per failed attempt on a loss. So I think that was a nice way of doing it, but it has been badly needing a refresh, a revamp, more levels, another stage to the depth, especially since like we were expecting it when the level upgrade came, when we got more level, the level cap was increased. We were thinking, okay, now's the time to increase the difficulties, and it never came. So, boom, that is one thing that I think nearly everyone would love to see. Just another depth, another level of difficulty, more rewards, and then on top of that, because one other thing is that like the amount that you get here on a victory 1,000, yeah, that's kind of nice, but you also just chew through that amount, especially with the higher tier gear. So another higher tier dungeon would mean some of these other high tier gear won't be quite so expensive, that you can actually afford some of them with the additional costs that you'll be getting more rewards from. So that is one thing. Now, similar to that is also the summoner challenges. So second on my list, the summoner challenges. They have been in bad need of some upgrading of these summoner challenges is for all of these different versions, is that they all cap out at level 60 gear tier 6 difficulty. Now they could easily add in maybe another two stages to these levels, add in a recommended gear tier 7 and then a gear tier 8, and actually have some challenging challenges. Some of these challenges are actually a big challenge, especially when they're limiting you for the characters that you can use, and that can be really fun. The first time you're working your way through all of these different summon challenges, it's awesome, and it feels so good to finally be able to get through it and then be able to auto them, but also just more rewards, different rewards. Now they did fix these back with the change of the currency and the economic change that DSA had, and that was very nice. And these are so much better than they used to be, and that is very much well appreciated. But with the change in more levels, you could start to see eventually them adding in some of the next level gear, the next level gear that's exclusive to raids at the moment. That kind of gear, add in a few of those, so have it so you can get three to five of those on the next level, and then you get more of these other lower level ones. Everyone needs more droplets, everyone needs more essences and things like that, and give them more of those, and then give only a couple of the newer raid items. I mean, granted, yes, I think this won't happen, and this change won't happen until a good few months down the track, because raids are still so fresh and so new. But I think once that has gone and that period has passed, I think there's a perfect opportunity to add in more levels here, add in a couple of pieces of those gears, because the gear grind is intense till getting to gear tier 8. So that will just help the load slightly and just be nice. Just be a nice little thing and nice little extra challenges that people can make their way through. And reasons to upgrade other characters, and that's always good, and that's always fun, and that's an amazing part of the game. So all these different stages, more upgrade potions will be good, more gold, of course, that is a massive one that is needed, especially since it caps out at 150. The higher levels you go, the gear cost just flies up, and everybody can use more gold. And same with like any of the gear ones, just adding that extra few pieces of the next stage of gear, increase these basic amounts by a little bit, and have like the new rare gear for maybe 1 to 3 pieces or something like that, and that'll just tease your taste buds for, oh yes, I want to get more of this gear and want to do more, and that's exciting. Like, I think that is a big opportunity that I hope comes to this game. So with those things said, those are all just say level based. The next one is the last one is going to be level based that I want to be talking about, and that's Tower of Endurance. Yet another thing that we thought we may see a new tower pop up with the level cap. Now, I would love to see a new tower pop up, Tower of Endurance 6, and add a whole new challenge, because currently they're capping out at level 60, gear tier 6. Add another tower or two, and have us chase through these towers. And everybody who went through these towers the first time they experienced them, you know the difficulty that you had. You know the fun and the challenge it was trying to get through there to break it. And people who were paying VIP being like, yes, okay, I don't want to have to do this all the time. And it feels so good to then be out of VIP and auto it all the time, which I can't do. But but it feels good for all those people that don't want to have to challenge through the towers every day. That's a nice thing, but the challenge of getting there and finishing it and completing a whole another new task is amazing. And those are just things that can be released and brought up, especially this year. I think it's definitely got to happen. I'd love to see it happen soon with these level increase ones, and I think that'll just add more depth and dimension to these game modes. And once they start sitting and people are beating them easy for quite a while, it just becomes like, oh yeah, once there's a new challenge involved, it's like, yes, I want to try and beat this. How do I beat this? What can I do next? Who can I level up? And I think that is yet again important for the game. Now, with those 3 level based increases, the next one I'd like to talk about is something that Glu had alluded to when they were doing their Q&As, and when they had said, you can know, what things would you like to see, raids. Okay, then they gave us, said, yes, raids are coming. And they asked, what would you like to see next? And the next thing that they said that they may be working on, that they'd like to work on next, is more PvP content. And we've seen the likes of the Steamboat Mickey events, a PvP event come. We have seen the Frozen PvP event come. And also the Nightmare Before Christmas. But they've all just been skins and backgrounds. And I think I mentioned it in the review of those events. And I can't wait for them to add different levels of depth into the PvP arenas, and maybe have like a limited PvP arena where certain characters are limited, or PvP events like the ones that we had, except then you're going to give bonuses to these types of characters, like frozen characters or mythical event or whatever else it might be. And that'll give reason to for people yet again to level up more characters, to have fun. That's what is fun about this game. And I can't wait to see more of that, and even little tournaments. One suggestion I had was have sit and go tournaments, have in-game tournaments, and people will love that. People come for PvP action, and it brings yet again a reason to stay. Competitive action will make people say, "Oh yes, I want to do some more of that. I want to get better. I want to be the best. I want to get more rewards, whatever else it might be." And that is fun. That is a fun part of the game, and I can't wait for PvP to be refreshed and new in game. Now, there are some independent creators that are doing this, and Crixus has made the Colosseum, which he is running his own World Cup of PvP. If anyone is interested, check him out. I'll drop a link of his down in the comments below, and you can go and check him out. He's been streaming them on Twitch, and he's got a few videos here on YouTube. So check him out if you're interested in more of that, and I hope to see more of that action in game. But also, after Crixus has started all this off, Cozy announced that he was going to be doing a Cozy Cup. And it's going to be a similar type thing, except it's going to be a little more limited bracket style. And that is just going to be fun. It's just PvP tournaments. People love it. People love that type of action. So I can't wait for that to happen and that to come. Now, with those 4 things in and happening, there is going to be one more big thing that me and a lot of other people want to see, and that is the exchange. And a refresh and a change up to the exchange. More things added to the gold exchange. More things added. Just change up the club exchange is nice now, very nice now. But refreshes to the tournament exchange. Refreshes to more of the new spells added into the tower exchange, and that can kind of trickle into adding more spells into the game, because spells have been coming very slowly. Characters have been coming quite fast, but spells have been quite limited. And so it'll be very nice to see more and more spells come to give you more opportunities, more diversity, and I'd love to see a whole lot more of those. So with those things in mind, those are some of my top 5 things I'd like to see changing in this game in 2021. I want to hear from you guys. Which do you like the best out of those things? Drop me a comment down below, and if there's anything that you would like to see that I haven't mentioned, let me know down below, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. So we'll see you down there.